It is March 22nd, 2020. So it is Sunday. Brad and I had to go to the grocery store this morning. We just had, we needed some snack items, which doesn't sound too important, but I needed female hygiene products. I don't know how, but in the rush to make sure I was ready and stocked up for everything during all this, I forgot to get female hygiene products. And I take the over the counter, I have that acid reflux GERD thing. I forgot to get my acid reflux medication. I take it over the counter now. It's cheaper than getting it at the pharmacy. But I forgot to get that too, and I'm just in a lot of pain from not taking it the last couple days, so I wanted to stock up on that. And we got some liquor because, mentally we got to get through this. What else did we get? Oh, I just got some stuff to, a little extra food, to make dinner tonight. Because most of what I have is in the freezer, which is fine, but might as well just have something fresh, for dinner. I'm going to make, I don't know if you saw in that video, I was talking about comfort foods, the tomato casserole that my grandma used to make. I got the ingredients for that. And
You're doing playing.
oh, got the liquor up here in the front. I got the ingredients to make that, and then mac and cheese with meatloaf. So that'll be our dinner tonight. And I don't know if I'll make all of it. That kind of sounds like a lot of food. Maybe I'll make the mac and cheese for lunch, and then we'll have the tomato casserole with the meatloaf for dinner. But oh, I just touched my face. I just sanitized my hands, though. It should be okay, right? I hope. Gosh, if I look down at my hand, it looks so Eastery between the color of the shirt and the color of my nails. I'm ready for Easter at home.
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
This is Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, I was just talking about what we got in the grocery store. And, do you have any thoughts about the grocery store that you'd like to share?
We're a few days behind where LA has been for the last week.
Oh, yeah, as far as what's in stock?
Yeah, as far as what's in stock, seems like Las Vegas is about a week behind Los Angeles.
Yeah, there were some shelves that were empty, but like the toilet paper shelves were completely bare. Not even one roll of toilet paper.
And hand sanitizer was behind those plastic things they usually put razors and condoms behind.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, there were some things that they were out of rice. Well, we were able to find one. And then like the saltines for the tomato casserole, they were out of all the saltines except they had the whole wheat ones, which that's not what I used for that recipe. And then they had these organic ones in a box. And so that's what I got because it was all I could find.
If you notice behind us, there's pretty much no cars. Usually on a Sunday morning, this is chock full of people.
Yeah. Oh, you should tell them when you were in Los Angeles on your business trip about the grocery store across the street.
Which story? There's a bunch of them. So where I worked in the Los Angeles area, there was a grocery store across the way. So when I go out there to talk on the phone for business, I would be able to see the Vons, and there were fights in the parking lots, lines wrapped halfway around the grocery store on the outside waiting for it to open. And when I went in there, pretty much everything was empty a week and a half ago. There were no vegetables, no fruits, no sanitary products, no hygiene products. And they didn't limit how much somebody can buy of certain high demand items, whereas the Albertsons here had a 2 bags of toilet paper, two purchases of meat.
Yeah, the milk.
Yeah, everything.
Everything was limit to bread.
Yeah, everything that was in high demand was a limit of 2 in this Albertsons, which I commend them for. That ensures more people will be able to have at least short-term supplies.
I wonder if how many more states have gone on like everything that's not essential is shut down now. Because I know, what do we have? We have Washington, California, Nevada, New York.
I thought Rhode Island or Massachusetts announced it this morning.
Wow.
I might be wrong. I was only haphazardly watching the news this morning.
Yeah. Well, we heard that Governor Cuomo talking.
Yeah, Governor
I like
Cuomo.
him.
Governor Cuomo.
Should I admit that? I don't want to talk about politics, but I do like
It's
it.
not a politics thing. It's how he's holding up. It's Governor Cuomo, I have to say, is doing a really good job. He's sitting down with slideshow presentations and just laying out facts, laying out projections. He's not fighting with the media. He's just being matter of fact, and that's all he's doing. And he's maintaining calm and composure, which is something that everybody should applaud. And I don't care what party affiliation you are, you should appreciate when a government leader, such as a governor, is maintaining relative calm and seems to be in control of the situation as best as can be expected anyway.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is the time to set political beliefs aside for a little bit and just we're all in this together. Let's try to make it better. Let's try to fix it. Let's try to rebuild, you know. Today is the 25th of April. No, oh my gosh. Today's the 25th of March. I'm wishful thinking that it was the 25th of April because maybe it'll all be over by then. Today is Wednesday and I'm doing some dishes and cleaning up the kitchen, and I thought that this might be a good time to talk to you, do my little video diary stuff. Man, I don't know. Is it just me? I didn't brush my hair yesterday. I haven't yet today. I just keep throwing it in a ponytail. I guess when I'm gonna take a shower in a little bit. I guess when I get out, then I will brush my hair. But I don't know. I'm really struggling with it. I don't feel like brushing my hair. I don't feel like doing my makeup. I don't feel like wearing a bra. I'm super proud of myself because I've been keeping the kitchen relatively clean, which for me, that's kind of a stretch. I just finished watching Tiger King, and I'm just putting my gloves on here. That show, I don't even know what to say about it. It was so weird, right? Have you watched it? It's about this guy that is in the tiger business. He has like I guess he calls it a zoo. To me, it doesn't really seem like a zoo, but where he's got tigers. Just throughout the whole show, just the way he treats the tigers, I'm not a fan of. The way he treats people, I'm not a fan of. And I don't want to say too much in case you haven't seen it. I don't want to ruin anything. But it's so upsetting to me. The whole show, just from top to bottom. I think we need shows like this to be out there, though. I think it's important to reveal people like this. I think it's important to, let people know that there's people like that out there that want to manipulate you and take advantage of you in any way they can. I mean, I like to think that most people are good, warm-hearted people, but the reality is there's people out there that will take advantage of you, and there's people out there that will use you. And anyway, but then on top of that, the whole tiger thing, like, it's very upsetting to see these tigers being abused, and yeah, it's a rough show. let me know if you saw it. If you did, let me know what you thought. I don't want to say too much about it in case you haven't seen it. I don't want to, but if you don't want to watch something that's upsetting, don't watch it, because it's definitely an upsetting show. I hope you don't mind doing the dishes with me. I'm just washing this cute little mixing bowl. I just made some of that, what is it? The Duncan Hines cake. Brad and I really like, they have a lemon one that is so good. And then I put vanilla frosting on it. And I just thought it might be kind of nice to have a little bit of that comfort food. It's funny because I am not somebody who is real social anyway. I mean, I guess I have a few functions that I do, but for the most part, I tend to kind of be to myself and be at home a lot and everything. But we're both kind of really starting to be bothered by this whole thing. Just having to stay home and not being able to go out and such. And there's definitely some positives to this. One thing that we've noticed, and it's not just Brad and I, a lot of people have been noticing on social media that are in Vegas are saying the same thing. There is an amazing amount of songbirds out here that we didn't really notice before. And so it's really nice to be able to hear them singing, and it's interesting too, because with birds and animals and bugs and plants and everything that's not human, their lives haven't been affected by this or changed by this, and it's kind of neat to see. Like I was thinking about my pets. Their lives really aren't any different. I work from home normally anyway, so they're used to having me around a lot. So they're enjoying this time. I mean, they like cuddling with me, but they cuddle with me all the time anyway. So it's like there's really no change for them. And I think that's kind of nice. And I was just thinking about how this whole fiasco to me has proven how important animals are, how important having pets in your life is. They really do keep all of us somewhat sane, I think. Then I was thinking of different things that might come from this. Like how many people will now be working from home that didn't before? And that's kind of neat to think of. Like how many, I bet a lot of employers will be saying, you know what? I really don't need these people to work from the office anymore. It's definitely cheaper for them too if you do work from home. So it'll be interesting to see if that changes at all. I've noticed a lot of my neighbors are talking to each other, and I don't go outside a whole lot, so it's kind of hard to talk to my neighbors, but I'm definitely open to making new friends and stuff. And I hope that everybody that has started talking to the neighbors and become friends during all this, I hope that it stays that way afterwards. You know, a lot of people have been mentioning that they think that there's going to be a bunch of babies that come out of this, corona babies, and I agree. But after living above the people that we live above in this apartment, we also think that there might be a fair amount of corona divorces. Man, there's been a lot of arguing and slamming doors, and I don't know what the problem is down there. It's not really my business, but sometimes I feel like, well, you kind of make it my business when I have to listen to it. But and I would say that this is why apartment living is not very fun. But I don't know if I really agree with that. Looking back, I still think the loudest neighbors we ever had were when we were in a house. It was our the neighbors on each side. So I don't think that I can necessarily say that this is apartment living. I wonder how many people will decide after all this is through, to like maybe go after their dreams a little bit more. How many people might be, moving across country or just kind of going after what they wanted a little more, I wonder. For us, we moved to Vegas in, the end of July. We feel more solidified that we picked the right place. We still don't feel like we made a mistake or we wished we hadn't or anything. And I think that that's great. But I was just thinking, if we were still in Florida where we really just didn't enjoy it there, we'd be sitting there saying we need to get out of here. So I was just thinking about that, about the amount of people that might be moving. I'm sure Vegas will probably have a lot of people leaving. So many people lost their jobs, and if they don't think they're going to get them back, I bet they'll leave. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. I've got a bunch of different boxes that were ordered way in the past, and our apartment complex announced that they are not accepting packages throughout this whole thing, that they will now be forwarding all packages to the post office. So we now have to go to the post office to pick up our packages. I'm curious what you think of that. I feel like I'm being put in harm's way, kind of, because with my lung issue, I'm having to self-quarantine. And having to go to the actual post office means I'm having to be around people who are sneezing and coughing and touching things. And whereas with the apartments, they've announced that they're not showing apartments anymore during this time. They're only doing emergency maintenance. You can't go in the office anymore. They're locking the office doors and you have to call them. So I guess I kind of feel like with all that spare time, why not just put the packages on people's doorsteps? Like I'm not asking that you do that all the time, but can't you do it just for now? Do we have to all go to the post office now? And it just makes me feel really angry. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people who still don't take the whole coronavirus and self-quarantining seriously, but to me those are the people that are prolonging what's going on. So I'm not real excited about those people right now. But Marty, our cat Marty, the one that is usually in my clothing videos walking around, he was, for about 24 hours, he was throwing up a lot. And I thought, oh no, this is like not the time I want a sick cat. But he didn't throw up at all yesterday. And he didn't throw up at all today. So far. So I'm hoping that means he's okay now. So please send a little bit of healthy thoughts Marty's way, or prayers, or whatever you believe in. So let's see. I was going to talk a little bit about what we've been doing to stay occupied. I've got some board games set aside. We haven't played them yet, though. Really, really, really want to do that jigsaw puzzle that I ordered on Amazon. But it's still not here. It was supposed to be here on Friday. It's now Wednesday, and they keep telling me when I ask, oh, sorry, it'll be there tomorrow. So I'm not sure when it's arriving. And I mean, it's not an emergency, but it's just one of those things I really wanted to do. So I'm kind of like, would you please show up? I know, I'm a spoiled brat. But I've been doing one of those adult coloring books. I had bought one a long time ago and didn't really ever use it, but I've been using it lately. And then I've been doing a lot of journaling and cleaning, trying to go through things and just get things organized. I feel like I don't know. I just want to be ready for when this is over to get my life up and running again. And so why not be organized? I'm hoping to start reading again soon. I'm still not reading. I've been on like a reading strike or something. I don't know. It's weird. Another thing that I have been finding really helpful, well, we've been trying to go for a walk every day. Just get some sun, get out of the apartment, and then I've really been getting into music again. I mean, not that I don't love music anyway, but I mean, I've been listening to a lot more music. I made a playlist for these times, and it's been really helping. And then I've been trying to go on Instagram. There's some of the DJ, there's also DJ Mos, M-O-S. He's been spinning every day, and so I've been watching him and DJ Nice also. And it's just, you know, it's a very pleasant way to get through the afternoon. I've also been watching some movies. Fred and I watched that movie Brightburn. That was a crazy movie. I don't know if you've seen it. It's basically Superman as a child, but what if his powers were negative, used for negativity and stuff, instead of the positive things that Superman does? It was really fascinating. It was very dark and very gory and shocking, but we liked it because we like scary movies. We like gore. Let's see. Last night I watched the movie Wine Country, and it's a comedy, and I really didn't like it. Like, I kind of hated it. I wanted to like it, but I think I laughed twice. I just didn't. I don't know. It didn't do anything for me. Like, if I was gonna watch a Wine Country movie, I guess I prefer the movie Sideways, because that one I liked, but this one just, I don't know, I felt like there was so much they could have done with it and they didn't do. And then you've got all these comedians, but they're not being funny. I don't know. That was just my take, though. A lot of people love that movie, so if you disagree with me, that's fine. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. I also watched a movie called The Rope with Jimmy Stewart in it. And that one had high ratings, and I didn't like that one either. I couldn't get into it. But there was a couple movies I've watched that I really enjoyed. I watched Monster House. It's a kids movie. I really love that movie. That was wonderful, and I'll probably be watching it again. And then it got me in the mood to watch The Burbs with Tom Hanks, so I got to see that again. And now I'm in the mood for The Rear Window and Disturbia, so I'll probably watch those. I was talking to Brad about maybe watching Nightmare on Elm Street, like all of them. We have the whole set. So I don't know if we're going to do that, but I thought that might be kind of fun to watch something that we love like that again from beginning to end. And when everything started, I was watching the news quite a bit. And I've got to where I'm trying to only tune in once or twice a day for a short amount of time. I'm not really wanting to let it consume me right now. And some of the stuff I'm seeing, I feel like some of the media is trying to scare us more. And I'm not a fan of that. So shame on you if you're one of the people I'm talking about in the media doing that. I don't need more anxiety. I don't need more fear. And I'm pretty sure I'm not alone. I feel like we all feel that way. So I have a couple videos that I'm going to be working on. Let's see, I was thinking about, I do a crochet. If you want to see me crochet, let me know. I'll show you how to do it. I'll teach you. Also, I have a video coming up where I'm going to show you clothing to wear when you're staying at home or when you're working from home. I'm going to be doing, let's see, I have a Coffee in a Classic box coming, and I had a Calm box arrive, which I canceled my subscription, but apparently I must have paid for one more box or something before it was canceled because they sent me another box anyway. So I'll go ahead and show that to you. I'm going to try to do a few videos where I'm going to try to act like everything's normal so that you can get your mind off of what's going on. And because I also have to remember, not everybody is even in quarantine. Not everybody's in a town that's on lockdown like this. So, and then some people probably want to kind of escape what's going on and think about other things. So I'm going to try to sprinkle in some videos here and there where nothing about current events is mentioned. I did just post, so I have this lifelong dream of, since I was a little girl, I wanted to be a voice actress. I used to listen to records in my room, and I just absolutely loved them, and it was voice actors on the records. And so I wanted to do that. Always wanted to be able to bring the kind of joy I got out of it to other people's lives. And, you know, there's so many shows that I like, you know, the Muppets or different cartoons or what have you. Those are all voice actors on there. And I just love the art of it all. And, so what I am doing is, in a way to practice and hopefully eventually maybe become a professional voice actress, is read a book out loud. And the book that I'm reading out loud is Emma by Jane Austen. So yesterday I posted this second video, which was chapters 4 through 6. And then of course there's a chapters 1 through 3 out there. And I don't know how popular it might be, but I'm doing it for practice, and I figured I might as well just post it. That's my goal, is to try to get through the whole book. I feel like I'm hoping by the time I get to the very end of the book, my voice acting skills will be 100 times better than they were in the first video. So if you want to give that a listen, go ahead. It's out there for you, and I'll be trying to post a video every week, or maybe every 2 weeks, depending on the quality of my voice. Sometimes if I have like a real sore throat, I don't feel like reading. So as long as my voice is doing okay, I'll be posting a video of me reading the book out loud each week. If there's any videos that you would like to see, let me know, and I will consider making them for you, depending on what it is. There is a Stitch Fix box coming. I think there's another Nadine West coming in a week or two that had already been ordered also. It's crazy how many boxes are already ordered that are already on the way, and I have no idea when they're going to get here. But I also have another bathing suit video that I'll be doing sometime in the next month. I don't know when everything will arrive. Thanks for watching. If you like these kind of videos where I'm just randomly talking and cleaning, let me know. I'll do more of them. But I just thought it might be fun, instead of sitting down at the table in front of the closet talking to you. I thought it might be a nice change of scenery to have me doing the dishes while we talk. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and subscribe. And we'll be back soon. Or I'll be back soon. I don't even know. Have a good day. Stay safe. Bye.